Hello, this is James Dudelson, your host at Dad at 65, and we're back for season 2, Dos. Over the holidays, I was learning new languages. That's as far as I've gotten. We're excited. Season 2 is here. Usually Aaron is with us, but Aaron had to go to school today. So the priorities were, is he going to be on the show today or is he going to go to school? I mean, I had to make a tough decision. I took him to school. But don't worry, I'm not going to be alone to screw up the show. Our producer, Ana Clavell, is going to be joining me as my co-host. And if technically everything works, let's get Ana in here. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Or maybe not. Ana.
You were supposed to call. I've been sitting here waiting. You were supposed to actually call me Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Do I address you as Jim or James?
James.
Oh, wait,
James.
Sorry. Yeah. James.
I've only known you for 25 years. A little background about Ana.
No, let's not do backgrounds.
Yeah, Ana and I used to do a show on CBS in Los Angeles on 97.1, your talk rate. It's been so long since we did the show. We had a show
Infinity.
on CBS.
Yeah.
And dealt with, I forgot what the show was about, but we were really successful. And you'd always, gauge success as the calls in. And our phone lines were always filled. My mom would call, my dad would call, all our friends would call. I wonder if we had any real listeners.
We did. We had 3.
We had 3.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we gave crap away.
Yeah.
That's why people called. Fifth caller. It's it was that kind of show. But we left the show because we moved on to other things.
That's right.
Yes, and CBS keeps calling us to come back, and we say no.
How come you didn't know about those calls?
I never told you because they just wanted me, and I said I'm not going to go back without Ana. Okay, because that's the kind of person I am.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. So, Ana, how was your holiday?
The holidays were absolutely great. I got to cook a lot of things that I've been eyeing on Pinterest. I mean, hello, come on. How can you resist trying out some of those dishes, right? So I opted to kind of tweak a little bit empanada recipes. Where I come from, we have empanadillas, but empanadas is the way the world knows them. Some of them were successful. Some of them a little bit less. They kind of exploded in the oven. Really am I keeping you up? Anyway, enough of the culinary parts of it. The best part about it was to be able to hang out with friends and family. And that's always good,
great. That's great. Okay, let me talk now. Let me tell you about my holiday. It was incredible. I did, let's see, Aaron and I, we didn't do that much. We hung out, family stuff. We celebrate the holidays, of course.
Yes.
Hanukkah, 8 days of Hanukkah.
Yes.
22 days of Christmas, Festivus, and I don't know all the holidays. We celebrated the holidays. Aaron always believes that if you get a present, it's a holiday. So basically, I think every day is a holiday. But you know what I did over the holiday? I was proofreading my new book, which is out now. We're on Amazon. You can buy the hardcover.
Oh, that's right.
You can stream it, or not stream it, you download it.
Yes.
We're on iBooks, so if you have an Apple. We're in Barnes & Noble. So we're going to be fine bookstores, bad bookstores. We're going to be everywhere. And the name of the book is Unlocking the Secrets of Successful Parenting. That's right. Right. If you want to know where to get the book, just go to our website, dadat65.com. It'll have the list of all the stores that'll have it. And also, if you want to see past shows or read our blogs, everything is there where you can go. You want to go listen to us on Apple. You can ask Siri. I ask Siri all the time. And where else what other platforms? I mean, it's like hundreds of them.
You mean for the podcast?
No, for the podcast, and also streaming. You go to the website and you find out where we are.
Of course, yeah. We're in Podbean. Podbean is our streamer, our live streamer, and you can also find us on the iHeartRadio. You can find us on Google Play. You can find us on Spotify. Was Spotify? Yes, you can find us. You can find us on all the major ones. And any other platform that carries RSS. So we've penetrated the markets, Jim. The
Well,
airwaves.
I didn't know. I put in my name. I always put my name when I go to Amazon to see my book come up. I love looking at the cover, and it's got all the shows there too. I didn't know that. So if you put in my name, besides getting the book, or you put in the name of the book, you can listen to the shows also, which I didn't know. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you told me. I wish you told me.
I figure you had sorted it out by yourself already, because I know you're always clicking away on testing and doing everything. Like, I send you the links. I know you're always so thorough to double check and make sure that all that you want is there. So
Yeah.
I pretty much thought you already had seen that little.
No, I know I didn't see it. Also, I've got, we've been talking about the book for a while. There was a delay in the printing of the book from the publisher, and it's my fault because I couldn't agree upon a picture. Some of the pictures made me look old. Some made me look too young, and I just wanted to look natural. But so I think we compromised and we got a picture. So also because book signings, people may want me to autograph it. My picture's still in the book, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to put up some pictures here as we're talking. I've been putting up some pictures so people can see what I'm talking about. It was a tough choice for you. It really was.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. But I'm available for book signing. I just want you to know. Or I'll come to your neighborhood, go door to door, knock on the door. Hey, you want to buy a book? Remember the old, you're too young, but the Fuller Brush Man, he used to go around and he'd sell toothbrushes and brushes and cosmetics. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll get a big duffel bag full of books and knock on the door. Hey, you got kids? And they'll probably call the cops when I say that. Um, yeah, no,
I've only seen that in movies, I have to say. Yeah.
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 How long have we been boring people now? I haven't watched. Look at my watch.
Probably way long enough. At this point, you may want to introduce to your topic of the show.
Well, the
Yeah.
topic of the show is called Sibling Rivalry.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I'm curious.
and
How did you come up with that one, by the way?
um, I found out I wasn't an only child. That's what happened. I grew up in a house with three other kids, and I went, wow, that's brothers and sisters. So I said, they've got to be sibling. I can't even see. Another thing is I'm learning to talk to sibling rivalry. So for the guest today on sibling, it could be a tongue twister. Sibling rivalry is going to be my brother Mark. Mark is 2 years, 6 days older than me.
Mm-hmm.
My sister is 18 months younger than me, and my younger brother is
Mm-hmm.
13 years younger. And there was no rivalry between us
Mm-hmm.
because my brother, younger brother, is too young, and my sister, it's a girl. Rivalry to the girl. So there was some between my brother and myself, and we're going to talk to him about it. I just want you to know that my parents like me the best. So maybe that always got them upset. Maybe that's why they never call me or send me gifts or send me cards. But yeah, well. So we're going to bring Mark in. What else we got scheduled for the show? Anything? Let me check. Let me check my notes. I don't use notes.
Yeah, exactly. You don't use notes, right? You just memorize the things that you're going to talk about,
excuse
right?
me. I dropped my pen. Yeah. See, that's why I like just doing a podcast and it's not streaming because they can't see you. So you can hold notes in front of you and they don't know. They think you're smart. But if you got to talk right into the cameras all over the place, you can't have those notes. So you have to remember things. And when you get older, it's tough to remember a lot of stuff. For example, could you introduce yourself again?
Is that Sharpie you have on your arm, Jim? But sure, just to humor you, yes. Hi, I'm Ana Clavell, your co-hostess today with James Dudelson here at Dad's at 65.
Oh, you're right. I should write things down. I should do that.
No, I was kidding. Don't do it. Because I cannot do that. I cannot erase that in post. People will know you're just writing everywhere. No, but seriously, I'm very curious. I mean, you're joking aside. Sibling rivalry is what you said. Anyway,
Sibling rivalry.
sibling rivalry.
It's a tongue twister. Yeah, you got it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it
So
5 times fast. Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry.
yeah, no, I'm not going to even try that one. Tell me a little bit about what you were saying about talking about the sibling rivalry you encounter in your own life. You felt that there was not that much at home. What about in your experience growing up with other people with maybe your friends when you were a kid? Did you experience that maybe through other friends?
I had no friends. That was the problem.
You must have one friend. Come on.
Let me think. Let me think. Is I had a squirrel, a pet squirrel, but he bit me. Um, oh wait! I did have a pet. I had a German Shepherd. We had a dog. He was a great dog. Found out I was Jewish and he bit me, so we had to get rid of the dog. No, I think
No, I mean kids. Any other children that maybe you experienced it through them, through their own experience of sibling rivalry.
yeah. Actually, when I grew up in the Midwest, there were large families because when I was in the Midwest, there's only three of us, and my younger brother was born when we moved to New York. When we went to the Big Apple. And when we lived in Iowa, the families were not, they were 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. And I could see it in the houses, especially when it came to gifts, who got a better gift. See, and actually, now that I think about it, I got crappy gifts. My brother got all the better gifts.
Which brother? Mark?
Mark. He got all the gifts.
Ooh,
And my younger brother, of course, he was a baby of the family. He
of
got good
course,
gifts. And
of
my sister
course.
always got gifts. She's the girl. So
This
you
is,
want to know something? I got screwed in this deal here.
huh.
You know something? Huh.
So that's interesting you mentioned that because I did read a little bit about the origins for it. And there is always the whole upmanship that happens. And, kids compete with one another naturally. But parents themselves may be the instigators when they're not careful about how they show their affection. It is said that all parents have a favorite. I mean, and it's really hard not to have a favorite. And you were
Well,
your parents' favorite, do you think?
no, it's usually the oldest. So that's my older brother. And of course, then it's always the youngest one, because, he's a little baby. And of course, they always favor the girl. And I was the second born. So I guess maybe I wasn't the favorite. I was the best, but and actually, my parents relied on me in a lot of things because I was the responsible son. And I know this because anytime anything went wrong, my parents would always yell, James, you're responsible. So I think that is that a compliment? Am I keeping you
I
up? Oh,
I don't think they meant that, Jim. I'm fairly sure that's not what they meant. But
hmm,
I think that could be another conversation about parenting and punishment and telling of your kids. But right now, as
right.
we're talking about rivalry, um, so maybe in your perception, when you think back, maybe if you felt any rivalry towards your siblings, could it have been originated from your parents as opposed to you feeling you had to best Mark at something, for example, since he was the other boy?
No, no, actually, no. I mean, I knew I got the leftovers on food. Everybody would eat, and whatever's left over, they say, James, come on in. You can have dinner. And I get like a slice of cheese because they all ate. I guess that's the problem being the second one. But I didn't feel anything like there was a rivalry there. But we're gonna bring Mark on, and we'll talk to him and see how he felt because he was older. And all right, so why don't we bring Mark in
Let's call
and
him. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's call
let's call
him.
Mark, get him on, and all right. So we're gonna be right back with Mark. Hey, we're back, and my guest, as I said earlier, is my older brother, Mark. So let's bring Mark in, my older brother. There he is.
Only 6 months older.
Yeah.
Only 6 months. But I happen to look really good. I mean, I still have my hair.
Well,
I've got a good
for
complexion.
85, you look unbelievable.
I have good complexion. I want wonderful wardrobe.
I know that.
Which I picked for
See,
today.
Mark and I have this thing is we love to shop.
Oh,
Uh, and I
absolutely.
don't want to categorize women because they go shopping, but we are women when it goes shopping. We get together every year. We meet somewhere,
Oh,
and
absolutely. I
and
mean,
and the deal is we're going to get together. We're going to go out at night. We're going to party. We're going to drink. First of all, we're asleep by 8 o'clock. But during the
well,
day,
come on, about 8:30, the late. I
8:30.
mean,
Sometimes they
sometimes
stop later. But we love to shop. I mean, and we
it's
take
my life.
pictures of ourselves with the different clothes. You know,
Absolutely, it's my life. I mean,
yeah,
what else do I have to look forward to?
yeah. When you're this old, you know. See,
Exactly.
I have Aaron, who's 8 years old. You have, but though you got your grandson, who's
I
how old
do.
is Alex?
He,
Alex, that's your son. You-
you're right, but I get confused there too because I say that also. His name's Maximilian, Max, and I just can't wait till he can go shopping with me
yeah.
because he has very, very good taste.
See,
Really,
Aaron doesn't like to shop. I mean, he used to
I,
like when there
and
were toy stores, but there's no toy stores anymore, and there's no
well,
toys that he wants. I remember with my daughter, she hated to go out with me because I was kind of boring. But Sundays was our day. We called it Spoil Me Rotten Sunday. And every Sunday we would go out and I just buy her whatever she'd
oh,
want.
oh, let me tell you something. I remember those days so well. It was always video games. I mean, Alex always knew if I was going to buy him something, if I go into the store. But if I tell him I'm going to wait outside, look around, and then come on out, he knew he wasn't getting anything. So,
But
I mean,
I knew it was over between Lisa and I because when I would go on for a Spoil Me Rotten Sunday, she says, how about if I just wait in the car? I said, but it's our day together. She says, nah, I don't want to go shop with you because I was always impatient. She wanted to try on dresses and this and that. I said, come on, no, we're going to go to the sports store and, or go
yeah,
to the men's department.
Alex was educated right because his mother was a great shopper. His father loved shopping.
Yeah.
But between me and you, the way his mother spent money, I had nothing left. So,
well,
it was,
well, Aaron's mother is a terrific shopper. She loves to shop for him. I mean, we have shoes for him for the next 3 years. She buys everything in advance. So when he's going to grow out of something, we already have it. See, now when we go back to our topic of civil rivalry, I remember growing up that I got nothing new. I had to share everything. Well,
that's
actually,
true.
I didn't
But
share
you didn't
anything.
really,
I got your hand-me-downs.
not
Anytime
only,
I wanted a shirt.
excuse me,
Oh,
not only
okay.
that, he had to share birthday parties, which really pissed me off.
No, 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 no. See, people, okay.
No, no,
Mark's birthday's on the 13th of September. I'm on the 19th. I
right.
couldn't
Okay.
wait to the 19th because it wasn't fair. He had a birthday party. So we changed my birthday so we have birthdays together.
Wait a minute. People would bring us things that we'd have to share, like a goddamn game or
No,
something.
that's baloney. That first of all, that's not right. Second
Oh,
of all, wait,
it
wait, wait.
is true.
I remember. Oh, wait, back up, back up, back up,
You would lose all
back
the
up,
pieces, everything.
back up. We're living in Detroit. We're living in Detroit, and
That's
some
right.
relative who never heard of before, like a
Right.
19th cousin, comes to the house and he gives
Correct.
you a gift. Do you remember what the gift was? A magic set, a big
Oh,
magic
yeah.
set. And you know what he
Yeah,
gave? You know what he
that's
gave
right.
me? Her harmonica. And
That's
I
right.
open up my box and I got a freaking harmonica. And you got this huge magic set.
Yeah, but how long did the magic set stay together? You tore it apart. You made rabbits. I mean, everything was gone.
Well,
Everything was gone. And you didn't even let me touch the harmonica.
that's right. I don't know. That
Yeah.
was my harmonica, but I hated it. Let me ask you a question. You're a 5-year-old kid. You're a 5-year-old kid, and they give you a harmonica and they give your brother a magic kit. That's like bicycles. Did I ever get a new bicycle? No. I had your hand-me-downs.
I was older.
No, no, no. I remember when I got my first bicycle. I got my first bicycle. It was a Schwinn Traveler. It was a hand-me-down from Mark. But you know what Mark got? He got the new Schwinn Corvette. That was the hottest bike with gears and everything. My bike had back brakes. I said,
Yeah, but
Dad.
let's back up. I was
Yeah.
13. It was right after my bar mitzvah. I needed a new bike.
Oh, please.
And what did you do?
Please.
You
Never even
basically
let me ride it.
Pardon me?
You never let me ride it. I
I
had that.
got
I had that Schwinn.
no, you,
When
no, you
I
used
had
to
the
see it.
Schwinn Traveler, this old clunky bike. Was all I know is we had steak once a week, and I always wanted that steak bone. And my mother says, no, 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 no.
You
The
know,
person gets
that
a steak book. She said she'd
no,
think of
no,
a
no.
number from 1 to
We
20,
took
and you would
right.
always win. You would always get that number because it was rigged. I never got that steak bone.
That's
You'd be
right. It was.
munching around on that steak bone. I never got a steak bone.
That's right. Because I'll tell you why. Because
Mommy like you better.
mom didn't want anything to go wrong with your teeth.
Oh, so she loved me that much. I just
So
realized something.
she
Not
said,
only did she not love me, she didn't even like you either. I spent a
well,
lot of time with my grandmother. Now she
oh,
was good. She would take me to the corner. We lived in Detroit,
right.
and she always give me a dime to go on that pony ride. You know, you put the dime in, you get the ride.
I think it was.
It's simple. It was
Excuse me.
simple.
Excuse me. I think it was a nickel.
It was a nickel. Probably was a penny back then.
Probably. Yeah, absolutely. We could get
I mean,
candy for.
it's funny. I found the pony rides that real ponies when we lived in Des Moines, Iowa. I guess
It was a
1950.
It was a birthday party. They brought the ponies to our
Yeah, and
house.
they took the pictures of us on the ponies.
Right. Exactly.
And we had our
Absolutely.
Western costumes on. That was great.
No question.
That's the last time I really spoke to you, actually.
Yeah. How is that pony?
We had it for dinner last week. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
I'll tell you. Ponies are
Trigger.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
No, I love that pony. But you
And I
spent
got
more time on the pony. My parents gave you
no,
more
no,
time
no.
on the pony.
See, that's where you're wrong. Marlene did.
Oh yeah.
You forgot.
Yeah,
We have a
yeah, yeah. That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
exactly. What? Yeah, that's right.
But there was never really rivalry
On the pony
between
rides?
us.
No,
What?
no,
No.
no.
I mean,
And
we
look,
grew up in Iowa. We shared a room. We moved to we moved to Detroit. We shared a room. We moved to Chicago, the
we
suburbs.
shared
We
a
shared a
room,
room. Then we moved to New York, where we had a big house, and we
and we
still
still
shared a
shared a room.
room.
Right? That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I think our parents
So
rented out the other rooms.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No question about it. But the only thing that we had a rivalry about, truthfully, I mean, and I didn't really mind sharing birthdays with you, but when people bought us a gift, one gift to share,
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
I mean, that really sucked a lot. It
It's
really
for
did.
you boys.
Here you go. Throw it up in the air, and whoever catches it can play with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a pinata. Oh, that's mine.
Exactly. 15
Yeah.
minutes later, all this crap was all over the house, and the game was over.
You know what it
Word of
was?
mouth.
Cheap. It was cheap relatives. I think we
Oh,
had cheap relatives.
no, we absolutely. There's no question about that.
But our
Absolutely.
parents were pretty generous with us.
Oh, yeah. They
They
were.
they,
I
they
mean,
were pretty good.
right.
Uh
They really instilled sharing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cars, we always had different cars. I take your car one day, take mine. People thought,
No, you
hey,
wouldn't let me drive my car because you were always scared I was going to drive your car and wreck it. I remember driving back from Rhode Island with you,
yeah,
and you didn't. We were on I forgot the route going
yeah,
back from
right.
Rhode Island to New York, and you said, "Pull over, pull over! You're going too fast." I said, "I'm doing the speed limit. I think it was 100 or something. I don't know."
Who,
And
you? You? Oh,
and
yeah,
you took
you.
over driving because you didn't like the way I drove. I drove too fast.
Well, you did.
But we
Today,
never had any rivalry over women.
no, that's right. We never did. That's
And
true.
but we're talking about rivalry. Our kids grew up together.
Yeah,
Mark's son is
yeah,
same age as my older son,
right.
and our other two nephews. And every holiday, we'd always go to my parents' house. About 4 or 5 times a year, 6 times a year. And
Absolutely.
the holidays, so they all got gifts, and we had to make sure that we got them gifts that they wanted. But everything was pre-planned. So I would call my sister and say, "What does the kids want?" I would call Mark, "What does the kids want?" And you call and
Exactly.
say,
That's right.
So there was no rivalry when they opened up the gifts and they didn't go like, "This gift sucks. I want his gift." They weren't like us. I think our kids were really good.
You're right. They always got what they wanted. That's why they were good.
Yeah.
They always got everything they wanted. But one thing about them, they always acted surprised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Surprise.
yeah,
You know,
they were great actors. Yeah.
that's like the holidays this year. I had, bought all the gifts for Aaron. He knows what it is. He goes, I said, you want to open up this one? He goes, no, I don't want to open it. I said, why don't you want to open this one? He said, I
No,
know what it is.
he's
Okay.
very psychic. Oh, it's another game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But
it's a
Dad,
cell
I
phone.
wrapped them. I know what they are.
Hey, absolutely. But it's what it is. I go to my grandson. He's 3 years old. First thing he does when he sees me, Grandpa, Grandpa, and then he goes into my pocket for my cell phone.
See, Aaron's
I mean,
got his.
yeah, I mean, all he wants to do is take the cell phone and look at himself, and on the videos, because I take videos of him, and that's what he likes to see. Then he plays his games. Hey, that's all it is today. Grandpa, Grandpa for 2 minutes, and the rest he runs to his room with my cell phone. That's it.
See,
What?
that's great. I mean, as you know, everybody knows I'm an older father. The show is Dad at 65 because at 65 I became a father again. I'm 70, whatever, and my son is
Yeah.
now 8. So it's like dealing everything all over again. By the way, did you get your copy of my book? Did you read it? You're going to buy how many?
A case.
A
As long as
case,
it
like you're going to go, okay, take a case of wine and a case of books. Now, that's not how it works.
I want a case, the case of wine and the case of the books. I want it mixed together.
Okay, so you could read and drink. Do you know the
Exactly.
name? Let me ask you a question. Do you know the name of the book?
No, because you changed the title so many times. Why don't you tell me the title now?
Unlocking the Secrets to Successful Parenting.
Like I'm supposed to remember that? You better say that again.
I'll send you an email. Just give me your credit card and I'll just buy you a
Yeah, I
case.
figured that. Yeah, but how do I get it signed?
Well, that's an extra $10.
I mean, I have to buy books for everybody.
I know. Why do you think this is going to be a bestseller? Our pre-sales, I think we're on our way to being a bestseller.
I think you froze.
Yeah, I froze?
Well, that's because you were talking about your book.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, if you fly me to New York,
Yeah,
I will
for a book signing.
go and sign everybody's books.
No problem.
Yeah, but the best is, we were talking to my sister last week, and Mark said, oh, yeah, I'll buy a case. So I said to my sister, I said, how many books are you going to buy? And she goes, why would I buy a book? I said, because I'm your brother and I wrote the book. She goes, so why would I buy it? Did she say that?
She did. She did. She did. And in all fairness to her,
Yeah, all fairness to her.
I'll read it to her.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, also,
Yeah.
there's going to be an audio. Anna,
Yeah, well,
are you there? Anna, you around here somewhere? Anna.
Sure.
Oh, there you
Sure.
Isn't there going to be an audio version of the book coming out?
Yeah, the audiobook is in the works right now. Right now, we're casting the narrator.
Also, I'm working on my new book. It's called Childhood to Adulthood.
I like that title.
And that'll be out in about 3 months, and it's exciting. It's going to be more personal.
I'll buy that from Max.
Yeah. How many? You have to make it a bestseller yourself. I mean, you're a rich guy. You live in Manhattan. You got.
It's all a fake.
It's all a fake.
It's all a fake. Exactly. It's good.
Hey, Anna, have you been timing this? How long has he been boring us?
Oh, we just sent you a signal that it's time to kind of like wrap it up.
Oh,
Wrap it
Mark.
up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
But before we wrap it up,
We have a
with
lot
him,
of talk.
I got to say, Mark and I are best friends. We talk.
Absolutely.
We talk. What'd you say? 3-4 times every single day.
Every day. Right.
Every day.
Absolutely.
First call I make in the morning. You
I
can't
know.
call me in the night because I go to sleep early.
I know. And I'm drunk.
Yeah. So, Mark, I'm going to let you go. I will speak to you. I want
Okay.
you to stay healthy. Stay healthy. Health is very important because you got to buy all those books.
Absolutely. It's not a
all
problem. It comes with wine.
Yes, it will. Bye, Mark. We're going to
Talk
say
to you.
goodbye to Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. I'll speak to you later. It's great having my brother, Mark, my best
Yep.
friend. And my other best friend here is Ana Clavell. So I had my two best friends on the show.
But seriously,
pretty
Jim,
cool.
I gotta tell you, I listened to the entire conversation. In your experience, do you
Yes.
feel that any kind of sibling in your rivalry?
It's a tongue
You've
twister.
just really confused me there. Oh, okay. So, do you feel the rivalry that you may have experienced was caused by your parents? What do you think?
I think so. I believe that, but there really wasn't a rivalry. I mean, my parents were pretty cool. Maybe subconsciously there was a rivalry my parents may have inflicted, which they didn't realize. But we always got along. I mean, brothers always fight. We argue a lot. But the bottom line is, we were always best friends. I mean, when I remember we moved to New York, I mean, we had a lot of bedrooms in this house. And we said, we'll stay together. We could have gone to our own separate bedrooms. But, he's my best friend. Though, again, at times, we didn't get along. You fight. You always fight with your brothers. But no. But I understand the question what you're asking. But I don't think if there was, my parents didn't do it deliberately.
Yeah, I think so. I think you make a really good point. I don't think most parents set out to deliberately cause these divisions in kids. I can tell you from my own experience, sometimes it's the way that a child perceives it too. I had similar perceptions, and it turns out they were completely wrong. We just misunderstood what parents were doing. When Mark said about your mom wanting to save you from eating the chicken, I thought that was really funny. But you know what? As funny as that sounds, sometimes that's what parents are really doing. But we read it differently, right?
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you guys have been able to, sustain and maintain this great relationship all these
Well,
years.
you've hung out with us. When he
I
used to
know.
come to California.
Oh yeah, the
We
shopping.
went to New York. We've gone to New York. We've seen him. We've gone hung
Yeah.
out with him.
Yeah.
It's
The shopping is insane.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, I'm gonna take my leave. Maybe you want to wrap up the show.
I'll wrap up the show. I want to thank everybody for watching Season 2, Episode 1. It's great having you here. If you got any questions you want to ask us, we can bring up on the next show. You can email me at james@dad@65.com. That's James, James, @at65.com. You want to watch the show, stream the show, know where it is, go to www.dad@65.com. You can leave your comments, read our blogs, read the book. And thank you for watching the show. I want to thank Ana, and I want to thank Mark, my brother, for being here today. And I'll see you on Episode 2. Bye.